Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. So if you're watching this replay, you might want to fast forward the first 4 minutes because I usually do a lot of shout outs. So we're going to jump into the chats, and we're going to say hi to Marianne. Marianne wants me to remind you to give us a thumbs up and a heart and a share and all that good stuff. Hi, Quilty. Hi, Marcy in Maryland. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Pam in Michigan. Hello. Hi, Barbara in Indiana. Now it's like taking a second. There we go. Hi, Danielle in California. Not too far. Obviously, we're in California. Hi, Shanika. Hello. Hi, Teresa in Virginia. Hi, Janet. Hi, Russ. Hi, Joe. Hi, Margaret in Ohio. Hello. Hi, Amy. Hi, Sharon. Let's see. Jeannie says, good evening, Stephanie, Ken, Faylene, and Stamps of Life friends. Hi, Ruth Debbie. Hello. Hi, Carol. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Denise. Hello, hello. Hi, Merlin. Hi, Carlon. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cheryl. Tonight is very exciting. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Gloria. First of all, I had a special visitor at my house yesterday. And that special visitor and if you don't know who I'm talking about, she shall remain nameless at this time of life. But if you guys have ever heard me say my best friend in the industry, that is so amazingly awesome. Hi, Beth. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Susan. So my best friend was here yesterday and got to hang out with the kids a little bit, which is really fun because they were like, it was very cute. Yes, so my best friend was here yesterday. Went to one of my favorite restaurants for lunch, and very excited about the future. Hi, Betty. Hello there. Just very exciting. Can you hit the remove when you get a chance? That's all I can really say right now. Of course, lots more announcements will be coming in the future. But that's probably all I should say right now, because I don't know, how much I should say. But yes, Quilty says she's excited for both of us. Yes, and it's fun when, so technically she was sitting across from me at my kitchen table. Kenny was over there. Stephanie was here. Her hubby was not here. But we have a plan. There is a plan. More than a plan, trust me, way more than a plan. But we figured out some logistics and all that good stuff. So we are very, very excited. So yay. Okay. And big announcements. I think mostly probably January is when the official big stuff will happen. But Katrina wants to know what stash and stores do I have in my lowest bag. These are actually the vinyl roll holders. I don't know, but if you can't find them, I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so we just released something very, very, very awesome on our website. I know a lot of you have been asking and have been waiting and have been saying when. It is finally time. It's time to announce our newest class. It should be on the website now. Did you double check? It is. It is on the website now. It is on flash sale, and it is limited edition. Do not think in 6 months you're going to be buying this class, right? It is limited edition. So just a heads up on, once it's gone, it's gone. It is an online class. The date that the class is actually going to take place will be on the website, but you do not need to join us live, right? Because it will be recorded. You will be able to watch it as many times as you want. You'll be able to push pause. When you're watching the replay, you'll be able to push pause. You'll be able to check out, stop it and do it and then go more and all that good stuff. And it will be available in your account. So you don't have to rush to see it. So if you're going on vacation or you're busy that night or anything like that, rest assured it will be recorded. And we do a lot of prizes on class nights. Even if you're not watching live, you are automatically entered. Every person that purchases the class will be entered into the drawings. So you do not have to be present to win. Okay, so that's just kind of like a heads up. Jennifer, hit F5 on your keyboard and it will pop up. It should be the first item on the website. Am I right, Ken?
Yes.
It's the first item on the website. So if it's not showing up, that just means you need to refresh. So just hit F5 at the top of your keyboard and then you will see it. Hi, Paula. Hello. Oh, somebody said I can't see the name, but it's on somebody's birthday. Yay. Let me show it to you, okay? Because we've been waiting a long time to make sure I had to make sure I had everything in my warehouse before we put it on the website. I have learned some lessons, let me tell you. I have learned some lessons, and this is the class. It is called, I don't know what the official name is. It's probably something very cute. But it is the Scooter Dog class is what I call it. You know, it's like sometimes you just like make stuff up, and a Scooter Dog class is there. And this is the fold it that is involved in that. So this is the fold it, and we're going to open this up and check this out. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. It comes with a fold it, and it's not just it's not just a fold it. It is the extra pieces to die cut separately. It's this cute little banner with a cute little flagpole kind of thing, right? It's the words beep beep in dies, which is fun. And it is also the card base itself, right? That is part of the class. Also part of the class is shut up. Look at how cute this is. So you're getting the scooter in a small version, right? Because look at the difference in size, right? Yeah, it's much bigger, right? And this die cuts backwards. So, I mean, die cuts opposite. So the scooters will be going opposite ways. Then you get a front version of the scooter, and you get the doggy. Now, the doggy, I designed the doggy to sit on the scooters, but technically you could put him like on a lot of things, right? Can you imagine putting this little guy on our little fence, which would be so dang cute, right? Putting him on the little fence, or putting this guy on the fence and having him hold on. I just think that would be so cute. So we have scoot, scoot, hooray. Don't look back. That's not where you're going. That's why the rear view mirror is so small, right? Don't look back. That's not where you're going. Cute little stripe here for like the inside of the road. We have beep. We have vroom. We have hey friend, let's scoot. And then we have these little puffs for the little, exhaust. I guess. What is it? Is it called exhaust that comes out of the tailpipe, Kenny? What is it called?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, exhaust. So boom, 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 right? Now, of course, you get the dies, and of course, you're getting the inside dies that go with it. So you're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, but those cut out more than one. So you're getting 10 dies. And I know I talk about this a lot, but you guys, you really, 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 really need to know that having the inside die is a game changer, because sometimes you want the shadow die. Sometimes you want the inside die. And you know what? You can't really tell on there. So let me pull this out so you can see. Sometimes you want it to have a shadow. Sometimes you don't want it to have a shadow, right? And it embosses a little bit on the lines in your stamped image. So it like kind of just adds more detail to it. So you really want to, I just like to point out that it comes with the inside die, because people kind of sometimes overlook that. And that is a huge value, because you're getting 2 dies for that same image, and it gives you different options, right? Very, very different options. So here there we have all the dies. Then you're also getting the beep, beep stencil. The beep beep stencil, which is really cute because it's the exhaust, right? It's not necessarily clouds, because it has like a little pointy thing, because it's the exhaust little bubbles. Kellyanne said she's already bought the class. Debbie Ann, this is a brand new class that we just put on the website. Barbara already got hers. Good, BC. I'm glad you got it. Upstairs Hobby Room says, I'm so glad you give both dies. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, you guys, I love that we do that. And again, that's because I'm a crafter, right? Sometimes, Mike, this camera, Kenny. Sometimes I give you the inside. I always give you the inside and the outside whenever possible, because sometimes I want no shadow. Sometimes I do want a shadow, right? And I just want you to have more and more options. Look at the trash on there. There we go. Now, there is also available, and we're going to use this and this to do tonight's card, right? Okay. Now, And I have my my kangaroo pocket ready to go when I add my little extra scraps in there. There is an optional, this is optional, you do not need this. Oh, let me open this. Stephanie said she got the class. Shelly got the class. Good. I'm glad you guys are getting it now, because I would be a little nervous if you waited very long. Just a heads up on that. Now, if you buy the cardstock pack, and this is hitting really yellow. This is banana. It's hitting yellow, more yellow. But you're getting, and I'm not even going to try to tell you all the colors because I'll mess it up. But you're getting colors that you will need for the class. Do you need to purchase this? No. Do you need to purchase this if you want the dies Enjoy the Ride? Yes. That comes with the cardstock pack. So can you go back to 2? The camera's like really going in and out. So you're going to get all of that cardstock with that set. And it's also a good, just like basics cardstock pack, because you're getting, like, if you're new to our cardstock and you haven't tried it yet, now you'll be able to try it without buying 24 of one sheet, right? So this is a very good trial pack, but it also coordinates with the colors we will be using in the class. You don't need to buy this. You do not need to buy this. And but I just wanted you to know that is an option, and it does come with the dies Enjoy the Ride. So there we go. Let's look at some samples because they are amazing. My design team is amazing. I love to always say. There is a cute one. Look how cute that is. I love that. Beep, beep. I love that. Isn't that adorable? Now, here it is on a stand-up card. This is the square stand-up card. Look how cute that is. I almost feel like it was designed for the square stand-up card. Doesn't that look adorable? I love that. Here it is again using the chunky glitter, which is really fun. Look at that fun, the flagpole. I love the flagpole, you guys. I just love the flagpole. Corey says the scooter is very cute. Thank you. Sonia says she loves it. Now, remember, you can do it as a fold-it. You could put it on a stand-up, or you could put it on a 5x7 card. Look how cute it is with this, with one of our little picnic friends. Isn't that awesome? Oh, Ruth Debbie says it'll make an awesome box set. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Upstairs Hobby Room is saying, will the scooter fold-it be available by itself at some point? We usually, like in 3 or 4 years, we usually do it like in about 3 or 4 years later. Diane, yes, this is a class. This is on our website, brand new, on our website right now on flash sale. So here it is, the cute little doggy. Oh, you guys, look at how adorable. Now, we did this separate because what if you don't want a doggy on there? What if you just want the scooter? Well, you have that option, right? You have the option to do him on there or off of there. Karen says, I love that you always have shadow dies available. It makes the item and the card look so professional. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Look at how cute this one is with the clouds tri background, which is really cute. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a cute little fence. But look, riding off into the sunset, right? I love that. Hi, Cece. This is a brand new class that we just released on our website. There's the folded again on there. Look how good it looks on a regular A2 card. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Beep, beep. Cute. Do you see the stencil in the background? Here's that stencil also in the background. So fun. I love that. It embosses, or does it cut? Yvonne, it embosses. We have found that on the smaller dies, the inside dies, it's better for it to emboss because people would have hard time lining it up on the smaller pieces. Here's a cute one using the mini slimline background. Look at that. There's the front image. Isn't that cute? Enjoy the ride. Danny says the scooter and the pup are the bomb. I know. Aren't they awesome? Aren't they awesome? Jill says, yes, was able to get the class this time. She was so sad because she didn't get the last one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. When I saw this one, you guys, I'm like, excuse me. Who is upping their coloring game on my design team? And this one is Yvette. So Yvette has been, that coloring like knocked my socks off, I'll be honest, because as we all know, Stephanie likes to color, but she's not necessarily that good, but look how awesome that looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Our design team is amazing, but all of these ideas will be on our website in the online gallery as soon as the team has a chance to get them all on there. Look how cute that is. I love that. That's the tree scene folded die with the trees in the background. Look at this one. Hi, Gail. Hello, hello. Look how cute this guy is. Oh, you guys, I'm in love. I am so in love. Enjoy the ride. Isn't that adorable? Now, here's another one. Same ideas, but totally different, right? Enjoy the ride. Imagine somebody like graduating college or whatever, and it's like, check it out. Enjoy your ride. Isn't that exciting? I love that. Hi, Mary. Hello, hello. I'm glad you're here. Sylvie says would love to use the scooter for scrapbooking for her trip to Italy. I love that. I love that. So here we go. Watch this one, you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is using the slider reveal die. A lot of you already have this. Okay. Slider reveal die. A lot of you already have it. If you don't, I definitely want you to put this. I definitely want you to put this on your wish list. Cece, it's a spot above the eye. So it's like a spotted dog. So watch this. Ready? Ready? Do, 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 do. Look at how cute that is. Happy birthday. There you go. Let's celebrate. Isn't it adorable? I love that. That is so much fun. So this class is now available on the website. It is for a limited time. Once it is gone, it is gone. Kathy said, I got the class, the paper pack, the last gift seal set, and adhesive sheets. Yay, Kathy. I'm so glad. Those of you, can you go back to one? Those of you that have never tried our adhesive sheets, I beg you to try them. I beg you. I really, really beg you. Barbara says, wait, what die was that? I know, honey, right? You probably already have it, Barbara. It's the slide reveal. It's called the slide reveal, but it almost like is like, should be married to this set, right? Because it's like born to be on this set, right? I mean, it's just like too perfect. I just love that little guy. It's like, I could do this all day. La, 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 la. When is the class? The class is when, Ken? Kenny will let us know. I just, June 10th. June 10th. So the class will be June 10th. And it's going to be a great time. So I hope to see you all there. It's going to be fun. The class is on flash sale right this second. So make sure you check that out. Let's make something, right? Let's make something. And the funny thing is I always love to do this. I never know what I'm going to do. And I know that sounds crazy. I know a lot of people will make a card and they have it all laid out perfectly. And it's this perfect card. But I like you guys to see me. And as one friend in the industry once called me, he said, you're a reality crafter because you show us the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly, right? I want you to see that, hello, I'm a human. I am not a professional. I never pretended to be, right? I'm a human. I'm not going to always have perfect cards. I'm going to have cards that I will mail. And my friends and family will love them no matter what, right? That's the goal we're going for. We're not going for perfection. We are going for something that will brighten someone else's day, right? And if we do that, we have succeeded, right? That's the goal. And so that's why I like you to see from start to finish, because it's almost like a 30-second card where I don't know what I'm doing, but I get more time. So Ruth Debbie says the new HSN adhesive sheets are amazing. Yes, they are, my love. I'm so excited about those. So let's jump in and make something. So yes, I already have my, I showed you this kangaroo pouch, but that one's not the real one. Kangaroo pocket. This is the real one. This has my magnet sheet in there, safe and sound. And let's move all this off to the side because really quick, for those of us joining us, how many likes do I want? I want 100,000 billion likes. So here we go. No, Melinda. So Melinda, the first round of adhesive sheets that came out with the HSN stuff, bleh, right? Bleh. Those, no, that is not the real enchilada, the real enchilada. That was kind of a mess. You can still use them. They do still work, but they're a lot harder to use. When you get a new round, so anything we have on our website or anything that's coming in future or now, HSN shipments are going to be perfect. Okay. Oh, Christy has to leave. Let's see. Oh gosh. Christy, you can send an email to Faylene. Send an email to Faylene. Does the Kirsten bag hold the kangaroo pockets? Of course, my love. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do you wrong. I would not do you wrong. So here we go, my love. I do like, and I love this question because if you have a question, 5 other people have the same question, right? So yes, this is a Kirsten bag, and the Scooter. Mine is like, look how you guys look how much I stuffed this. It is so stuffed. I'll have to take out a couple things to put this in there, but let's show you. So yes, they're the same size as the ones you have before, but they have that extra pocket. So yeah, perfect, right? So yes, they definitely fit. I couldn't do it any other way, right? That would just be wrong of me because I know we all have those Kirsten bags and we all love Kirsten, right? There we go. Let's see. So Danny got the class. Yay, I'm so happy. Again, really quick, the class comes with the Scooter Fold It, and I'll show you again at the end. Scooter Fold It, the stamp set, that is the cute little scooter dogs. Look how cute they are. I love that we did the dogs separate from the scooters, so you have more options, right? And you're getting the beep beep stencil. Okay. Oh, and the dice, sorry, and the dice with the shadow dies and the inside dies. So let's jump in and make something. Stephanie doesn't even know what she's going to do, but you know what? I really, really, really want to stamp. We are going to stamp tonight. And the kicker is I don't have the stamps in here, so I'm going to open this one. La, la, la. I get to open one. And let's get out our white cardstock, and Stephanie's going to stamp. You guys don't see me get to stamp very often, right? Let's grab, well, I probably shouldn't grab that because, oh, I don't know. Do we have these still on the website? Because when I get serious about it, I get serious, right? So we're going to grab this. Oh, we got to stamp first. Let's get our stamp. Hang on. Stephanie's got to think for like 1 second. Okay, we're going to do a little one. So let's do the big doggy. We're grabbing that, and we are grabbing that's not big enough. We are grabbing a block. We're going to lay that down. Now, when you use, I'm going to use markers. So when you use markers, you either want to use, if you can find it, the alcohol, the Finesse Spectrum Noir, or you can use our Forever Black. Don't use the licorice, use the Forever Black. That you can use with alcohol markers. Okay, so I'm just going to use this one. So I'm going to ink it up. Kenny, if you see any questions, can you,
yes.
Tony, if the only other thing you need, well, and it's not even a need, if you want it, is the cardstock pack, because it has the colors we're going to use for the class. And it also comes with the die words, enjoy the ride. That's an option. Also, I know a lot of you, if you don't have it, hopefully you have it. But if you don't, it's that little slide reveal die. Watch this. Ready? Where it goes like this. And it says, happy birthday. Let's celebrate. So that's called the slide reveal die. Just a heads up, you don't have to have that one. Okay. You don't have to do that one. Oh, also, yes. Thank you, Russ. The class also comes with some digital papers. And I think it's one sheet. I think Dina colored one sheet of die cut sheets. Now, the digital papers and the digital cut sheets, you are allowed to print unlimited. Okay, unlimited. So please don't give them to your friends though, because that's kind of like cheating. But you are able to print them unlimited. Okay. Now we're going to ink this baby up. This is a brand new stamp. You saw me open it. So let's see how well we get this. Let's stamp. Boom. I always like to say the second one is better. That one actually looks perfect, but we'll do it again just for kicks. Cause you know what, when I color, sometimes I mess up. Remember, I'm only human. Boom. Now don't be like Stephanie and stamp in the middle of the paper, but that's just who I am. So here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our rotating design board. I like this when I want to color because it moves. And I'm a big mover and shaker when it comes to coloring. Now, I'm going to grab, what colors am I going to grab? Let's see. See, Stephanie didn't even think about this. So I'm randomly grabbing colors, which is always entertaining. Oh, but I need a fun red. So Kenny, if you see any questions, I can't see right now. So let's see. Let's grab this one. Okay, let's see what we got. So first things, we're going to check the light color on this. That's good, but I really kind of want him to be a light color. Let's see this. Oh, this one might be better. And I know I have the charts, but I'd have to find them. I like this one better. So what we're going to do is if you have the tri-blends are really fun because you color first in the light color and then you go over. So I'm just coloring. Now, if you don't like to color, I want you to start trying, right? So that means I just want you to test it out. See, I'm just going to do the ears right this second. I want you to kind of play with it and see. I don't want it to be scary for you because it really isn't. Remember, the goal is not a masterpiece that's going to hang in a museum, right? I mean, if that's what your goal is, you're in the wrong place. I want to make someone smile. My goal is to make someone smile. And the way I'm going to make them smile is coloring this cute little doggy and making it look cute, right? If you use any alcohol markers, you won't see those crazy lines. Remember, like if you color over, like if you use a Crayola, you'll have those crazy lines. So now we're going to just go over this. I'm going to try to remember to leave his little eyeball there. So he has that cute little thing over, a little spot over his eye. So right now I'm just using the light color. And you notice I've turned this like 14 times already, right? Or probably more than that. I am big on making sure, I don't like to move my hand. I like to keep my hand right where it is. And I like to do this by moving this. It's just much easier for me. This is called the rotating design board. Do we still have this on the website? Let's get this in there so you can see I'm getting a little closer. And let's get a little closer. Adding this. I got red for his tie because I think that'll be cute. And let's click that. There we go. Look how cute that is. Now, to darken that, I'm just going to go a little tiny bit here. Yes, we still have, oh, wow. Does it say if we only how many we have, or is it? Oh, we have plenty of these in stock. Oh, that's good. That's a miracle. There we go. And then we're going to go back over with the light color. So let's go back over with the light color. Now, I'll be honest, I think I'm going to leave his eye white. I think it's cute white. There we go. We're just going to color him in. There we go. Add a little bit more. And the fun thing with alcohol pens is you can just keep going. You can keep layering. You can keep adding. There we go. Now, I got his little head in. Now, oh, his body. Let's do his little hands. Oh, my goodness. Look at his cute little hands. I haven't gotten to color this guy yet, so this is fun. So I'm going to add this, and I'm going to grab this. There we go.
Can you still get the Spectrum ink pads on our website?
Your guess is as good as mine. Can you search it? I don't know. Yeah, I think most of it's long gone, but you can try. Kenny's looking it up. You can use our Forever Black, though, my friends. Our Forever Black will work. So rest assured. Now, let's see how red this is. Oh, look how gorgeous that red is. Okay, so let's grab this one. And we are going to, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to really, well, okay. Any luck on the Spectrum Noir? No ink pads, yeah. But you can use our, you can use the Forever Black. So I'm just going to go down here a little tiny bit, just add a little dark and finish it up with the light. So you're just going to go over it so you make it so you can't tell where you colored and where you didn't color, right? And then for his little shirt, oh, actually for his little belt, that doesn't look very red though, does it? What happened? Let's add a little bit more there. There we go. So the class is now on the website. I know a lot of you have been waiting a long time. Now is your chance to get it. And keep in mind, my friends, once it's gone, don't think we're going to have more. It'll be gone. And especially nowadays, it's hard to get anything. So I really recommend you get it sooner than later. It is on flash sale. So that's, you know, makes life a little better, huh? So let's go over this. We're just going to color this. I'm just doing his little shirt. And let's do his little shorts. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And just for kicks, oh, what? Why do you have digital pattern paper instead of including a paper pad in the kit? We do that to keep the price lower on the class. If we added a paper pad, we would have to add, what is a paper pad? $8. We would have to add $8 to the kit. And that is not as easy for other people. So that's why we don't do a paper pad. Every once in a while, I think we might do that, but it's usually if we're going to add that, it's kind of like just a freebie because we're not charging you for the digital paper. It's just kind of like an add-on freebie if you take the class. I mean, yeah, if you buy the class. So we just offer that as something like a little bit extra. So, and if you know anybody that has the EcoTank Epson printer like I do, they'd be happy to print some for you because trust me, it doesn't take up any ink at all. Now really quick, I'm going to do his belt because I'm like got to finish up, right? Okay, so we're just going to add a red belt so it can be done. There we go. I'm not as good with the brush ones as I am the other ones. And to finish his, we got to do his little nose. What? Let's do this. There we go. There's a cute little nose. And I'm going to leave his eye white. So there we go. That is our stamped image. Now, I'm going to die cut both of these. What I'm going to do is I'll be honest, 90% of the time, I like the shadow dies, right? 90% of the time, I like the shadow die. So I'm going to use the shadow die, but I'm going to die cut this one with the inside die so you can see the difference. It's very important for you to see the difference because there is a difference. And sometimes you might want one, sometimes you might want the other. But the best part is you get both, right? You're getting both, which I can't stress enough how important that is to me. I hope it's important to you. It just adds extra value to the kits that we do. And it's just, that's just what I want. So let's, what I like to do is I like to trim down the paper or the cardstock. And let's bring that down a little bit and trim that one. Now, whoops, keep in mind, you guys, when I colored this, I mean, if you have the special paper that we used to have, I would recommend using that. But you know what? Look, this is just my regular powdered sugar and it looks great, right? Is it going to make somebody smile? You betcha, right? You betcha. And that's what it's all about. It's about bringing joy to other people, right? So I'm running this through and I'm excited to show you the two differences because it's important to me that if you're new to us or you're new to our inside dies that you see this. So there we go. There's my cute little doggy with the white shadow all the way around. Now, if I wanted to color that, I could add a little bit of a shadow around it if I wanted to. Like I could ink around it if I wanted to. But here he is with the inside die. So here, Jan says, I love having both dies, right? Okay, I'm serious. I know a lot of you are already saying that, but it makes a difference. And the die on the inside has the little emboss pieces. So when you get home and you see it, it kind of like embosses his tie a little bit, just to make it a little bit more fun, right? It's not as flat anymore when I use this die. And you could also die cut it with this one and then add a shadow in a different color, right? So you get to decide which one you're going to use. So let's move those off to the side. Oh, again, what am I going to do with this little guy? Those of you that know, you are going to, I just noticed something about that magnet. This, my friends, oh, I can't wait to show you this. Oh, can you do one, please?
Yes.
Okay. So remember when I told you I tested a lot of magnets before I chose? This is one of the ones I tested. This was a prototype, obviously, right? Because those of you that know our magnets do this. Look at the difference. It's not because the dies are on there. It's because this is stronger, right? This one is way stronger. But look at the difference. Look at the difference. Isn't that funny? So I got to switch that over. I'm not going to mess around. But at the time, that's all I had. So I had to put it on there. Now let's go. But in my kangaroo pocket, my little guy's going in there safe and sound. He's not going to get lost. He is safe, right? Danny says, never thought about making a shadow die in a different color. Right? I know, it changes everything because you could die cut it in gray to make it a real shadow, or you could die cut it to match his shirt or his pants or whatever. Yes. Way more options, right? Way more options. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move all that over. And we have our little guy cut out. And I just realized Stephanie's going to need a scooter too. Didn't think about that one. Yeah, whoops. So let's grab the scooter that he's going to go on. Let's lift this up and let's die cut this. Oops, let's die cut this one. This one might be better on this one. Ooh, yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. There we go. So whenever possible, the smaller the stamp, the smaller the clear block. Okay. Why? Because you'll get less rocking when you have a more contained area. Just like the smaller the die, the smaller the cutting pad. The smaller the die, the smaller the acrylic block. And so now I got to do all that over again. What am I doing? I'm just going to try to go as fast as I can, you guys. Okay. I know you guys, some of you might not want to care about seeing me stamp. I mean color, but we're going to, this one's pretty fast. This one's going to be pretty fast. So we're going to ink this baby up, stamp. That's the first time I stamped it. Actually looks mighty fine, right? But remember, I always say the first one is kind of the test. And then the second one's the real one. It just takes that extra little, anything that's on there from the manufacturing process. You don't need to do anything special to your stamps. You don't need to take it sandpaper or, some of the stories I hear about what people are saying. Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at my cute little, what color do I want this? You know what? Blue sounds really good, but you know what? We're going to go, you guys are not going to know who I am. We're doing an orange one. What? Check this out. I hope I'm not getting sick. I'm using orange. Look at this. I love this. But I wanted it to pop. And you know how scooters usually pop? You know, they're always a fun color. They're not just like boring gray or white or black. Usually they're like cute and fun. So we're going to do orange. And I love this idea because it's fun to be different, right? And we're going to color this in right here. So this is a brand new class we just released on our website, brand new. It is on flash sale for those of you just now joining us. If you're watching this on the replay, please type into the comments replay so we know that you're watching. We always like to see how many people watch afterwards, and it always gives us a little tickle when we get to see other people watching. So now I'm just going to go over that with my medium color. Go over that, and then we're going to go over it again with the light. Go over the whole enchilada. And then you're going to magically see those shadows. Okay, be a little slower. Be a little slower. There we go. And there we go there. And let's do this one right here. Oh, there we go. Look at the cute little mirrors. Oh, I just love it. The little mirrors right there. They look like little antennas. You know what? We're going to do this part too. Kenny, are you seeing any questions?
There was one I could answer. Where was it? Nancy was asking, when will the dad toolkit dies and stamps and all that stuff come back? We're probably looking a couple weeks still on those, but we'll get them back on the website pretty soon.
As soon as possible.
Yes. And actually, Faylene has a few at the office. So if you did want one, you could email her and she could get the stamp set to you. We don't have the dies, but we have the stamps. What was that set called again? Tools.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's tools, right? Something to do with tools. I got the toolbox set. Terrific tools. Terrific tools. Yes. So we do have a few of the stamp sets at the office. Just we didn't have enough to put them on the website.
There we go. So now we're adding that. And just to finish it off really quick, I'm going to get yellow. And I'm going to make that. That's not yellow enough. Okay. Then we're going to move on. Ooh, that's green. Ugh. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Here we go. I'm telling you guys, I really like the bullet tips better. I really tend to, let's do this one. There we go. And we're just going to add this one right there. Oh, and let's do this one right there. Boom. Okay. Now let's die cut this one because I know you guys are going, Stephanie, what is going on? We're gonna die cut this. I'm gonna leave the mirrors white. I just think I liked it. You guys don't be afraid of the color white, right? I mean, it's a good color. It's just not a color, but it's a good color, right? It is a color. I'm just teasing. But sometimes you need a little extra just white. Right there. And we're gonna run that through. Oh my goodness, who said that? Quilty said you could put a rhinestone on the light. Oh, it just moved. Okay, so here's a perfect example. So Quilty, I love that idea. I hope I remember. Julie got her class. Yay. So watch this, you guys. I think it's going to be a little off center. Let's see. See how, okay, can you see that? Oh, wait, hang on. Let me turn it this way. So look, and you know, it's way bigger over here than it is here. Oh, all that time I spent. Watch this. Wait for it. Wait for it. We'll die cut it with the inside die. No one will ever know, right? Right? So we're going to lay that down, and Stephanie's going to tape it better this time because it moved. And let's get another piece of tape because we don't want it to move. Kathleen says, cutest set ever. I love you. I love you. Thank you. And we're moving that. There we go. Now we're going to die cut this. And now because I'm getting rid of the shadow on that, I'm going to get rid of the shadow on here just to make myself feel a little better about everything that's happening right this second because I had to get rid of that shadow. So we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to line that up, and it lines up exactly right. So what I do is I do the stamp art first, and then I do the die art to make sure it lines up. So we're going to run this through. Dun, 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 dun. And we're going to bring it over here to see the results. Oh, there's a result right there. Let's see if we can pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. And let's pick up this one. They're doing very well sticking because you can see how old this cutting pad is. I'm too cheap to get new ones.
It's got some grip.
I know it does have grip. You're right. It does. I'm too cheap to buy a new one. Okay. I'm like, if I'm going to buy something, it's going to be stamps and dies, right? I'm not going to spend money on a cutting pad that's boring. It's like getting a new roof for your house. It's like, I'd rather have a new kitchen than a new roof, right? Look at that. Is that just like freakishly adorable or what, right? So let's look at what the shadow die was, right? It just takes off that little extra piece, and boom. Oh, Lexi got the class. Yay! Yay. I'm so glad you guys are getting it. Now, what we're going to do is we need to get a card base. And so let's turn and look and see. Oh gosh. Okay. Can you go to one and also get me this, that die that's right down there? I saw this one. It's that Swish one right there. It's on my table. So check this out. Oh gosh, I think this idea might work. Okay. So I'm using the floral Swish die. 99% of you already have this. Came out quite a few years ago. I actually just finished designing a die that's going to go with this set. Okay. Anyway, so that's what made me think of this one. So what I want to do is I have yellow on my little headlight, but as Quilty mentioned, I might put a rhinestone on there. I'll just do a yellow rhinestone. So I'm going to grab, well, let's see. Maybe I don't want to. I'm probably going to end up giving this to one of the boys. Oh, first of all, look at this. This blue matches his shirt. Mwah, perfect. So we're going to use that. And then I think I am going to use white. Okay. White for the shadow die because we're going to use a stencil. So here we go. First things first, we're going to die cut our card base. And we're going to lay this down. And we are going to die cut this. So the class is June 10th. If you cannot make it June 10th, that is okay, my friends. You don't have to be there in person. I mean, online, live. It will be recorded. You will get to watch it as many times as you want once it uploads to the internet. So there is my card base. And now I'm going to, we can fold it just so you can see. It has that cool swish on it. Look at that fun swish. Swish. And now what we're going to do is we're going to die cut this one out of white, but I want to do some stenciling really quick. So I'm going to try to clean up my table a little bit. And we are going to get my, wait for it, my magnet sheet or whatever the heck this is called. Magnetic mat, I don't know. And we are going to, where's my stencil? We are going to stencil this. I am thinking I really want to do a light blue. So we're going to let's put this off to the side so we can try to keep our, oh, hang on. I want to make sure this is the right way. So on our stencils, it says Stamps of Life at the bottom. Always make sure that you can read it. If it's backwards, especially if you have matching stamps, if it's backwards, you can't read it because it's backwards, right? So you always want to make sure you can read it, and that will tell you if it's the right side up. Now, some stencils don't matter because it doesn't matter, but some stencils, it does matter. So there we go. We have that. Let's grab some of our brushes and let's grab our blue and, ooh, what color is this one? Is this Blue Jay? Oh, perfect. I think this is going to be perfect. It's a little bright. Hang on. I think let's grab a different blue. Hang on. Okay, let's get a new brush. There we go. I contaminated that brush with dark colors too much. So now what we're going to do is I am going to go over this kind of light. And the nice thing about ink blending is there's no wrong way, right? You can do this anyway. If you want more pressure, I like to put my finger on the back. You can do that as well. Technically, I should have used my bigger brushes for this because this is more of a background, but I didn't think about it till just now.
Will this class be shipping right away so they have time to get the homework?
Oh, I love that question. Yes, I love that question. Yes, it is in the warehouse. I made sure, that's why it took us so long to release this class, because I wanted to make sure it was available. Now, before I do anything, let's leave that there instead. Before I do anything, I'm going to check it. Don't lift it all the way up. Check it. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look how good that looks. If I had found something that I didn't, like right there could be a little darker, I'm going to go right there because it's in the same spot, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this and look how fun that is. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you can see it. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get that layering die and we are going to die cut this. So we're going to bring this over here. And now it does have a pattern to it, right? Actually, hang on. Sorry. We are going to trim our cardstock a little bit because it does have a pattern. We don't want our little poofs to be the wrong way, right? So we're going to lay that down and we don't want a speed bump. So we're going to move that off to the side a little. Now it's crooked. Our paper's crooked and our die is crooked. That's exactly what we want. And we're going to run this through, right? So we're going to run this through. Now on the edges, I might ink a little bit more just for kicks. So let's grab this, grab this. Come on, bye-bye. There we go. And just for kicks, because it is who I am, we are going to add a little bit extra at around the edges. Now, you guys, again, we are not going for perfection. Whoops, wrong one. If we go for perfection, we might never be happy, right? We just want to bring a smile to our friend or family member's face. That is the goal, right? And I assure you, if you make them a card, they are going to be thrilled. Now, the class is also great for people that are new to Stamps of Life or they're new to card making and they're afraid of actually doing this. I've actually talked to two people recently and they want to do card making so bad because they've seen me. I've known them for years, these two ladies. And they want to do card making so bad, but they're so afraid about, well, what am I going to do? And can you go to one? And the important part is, number one, you don't have to redesign the wheel, right? Don't try to reinvent the wheel. First of all, we have an idea gallery on our website that has thousands and thousands. Last time I checked, I think it had like 29,000 ideas, right? Copy, right? You go find something you like and you make it. You just say, oh, Sally made this one. Okay, well, she used a red base. I can do a red base. Oh, she used a green tree. I can do a green tree, right? That's how you do it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. I'm reinventing the wheel right now because it's brand new. But in the class, you are going to be able to do exactly what I do. You will have all the items to use or something very similar if you don't have brushes and stuff, but you will have everything you need to do, follow along with me or do it later. And you don't have to, we take the creative part out of it so you can create. There's a difference, right? We take the creative thinking like, oh, does this match this? Does this go with this? No, we do that for you. You just get to create. And so that's a big thing about our classes. And I know we have a couple that we brought back and that we have some left over too. So just a heads up on that. Shelly says, I'm too worried about coloring a stamp. I've never used any on the 6 years of stamps I have. Shelly, I want you to try, my love. Even if that means going to a big box store and buying Crayola markers. Get the thin ones. I would get a thin, don't get the fat ones. Get a thin one and you'll be surprised. Even those. Now, if you can swing it, alcohol markers are the bomb, right? They're awesome. But if you're not sure, just start with anything. Whatever you have in your house, use it. Use it. I want you to try because you know what? It's not as scary as you think. Now, and again, remember, I'm talking from experience because I was not going to color to save my life, right? Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm excited about this. Remember that little line I told you that was, let's go to 3, sorry. Remember that little line I told you that was a stamp to go like be the center of the street? Well, you guys, this is very flexible. So what do you think Stephanie's going to do? Stephanie is going to go crazy, and she is going to go like this. It's stamp image down. So the back, I'm touching the back of the stamp and I am curving it. What? Now I'm going to move it up a little bit because I didn't want it too far up. Hang on. So I am curving it to match that edge, right? Okay, so I'm curving it. Look at that. You can curve this, my friends. And now I got to get a block. I should have grabbed a block before I did this. Here's one. And let's see how easy we can do this. Hang on. Let's see if this will hold it. Usually I don't go this crazy with my turns. Let's do this. Okay, let's try. Oh gosh, this is not gonna work. Here we go. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. So let's just get it on there first. That's important. And then we can just do it this way. So we want this to go like right there. Whoops, that's not gonna work. Let's go right there. There we go. Hold that piece down. Then we're going to, I don't usually swirl this much. So let's see. Oh, perfect. Don't move. Oh, pooey. Let's try again. I need my tweezers here there because these are thinner. Okay, than my big old fat finger. Okay, so let's get this out. Get right there. Oh yeah, this is what I should have done. Look at that. Oh, that gives me way more. Don't move. Hold your breath. Oh, did I get it? Oh, just a little bit, but I can hand move it that way. Right there. Now let's check it. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one. You know what? I wonder if I do it this way, if it would be better. Let's try this. Let's do it this way instead. So we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to, because I think it might stick to the die a little bit, which would be really cool. And then look at, oh, check it out, honeymooners. Look at that. Boom. There it is. That one moved a little tiny bit. That was way better. Did you guys see that? I put it on the edge of the die. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that. I get so excited. I'm sorry. I sometimes yell. I apologize. And we are going to do licorice. Although, what color are the lines in the streets, Kenny? Are they yellow or white? They're never black.
They're usually white.
Yeah, but white's not going to work on my card. So we're going to do black. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where I line this up. Look at that, you guys. Is that like the best or what? Is that the best or what? So a couple of you have other ideas to do that. But hello, isn't that cool? Okay, so let's ink this baby. So don't think you're limited to the shape your die, your stamp is in, because there's so much more with clear stamps. Look at how cute that is. Oh, now that goes up a little tiny bit too much. So we're just going to bring that one. Oh, perfect. Now we're going to ink this baby up again. And we're going to stamp. This is going to be amazing. We're going to stamp this. And so if you wanted to make it a hill, you could do that. But we're going to go right there. Boom. There it is. Now, oh my word, look how cute that is. Now, we are going to do, and when you're wearing black, you can do this. You can just wipe it on your clothes. That's what I do. Don't do that. And now we are going to move our ink pad so we don't get scary. And we're going to do that to the second part of the stamp. And we are going to start there. Watch this. Okay, so we're going to lay that down. You guys, I feel like a genius right now. Sorry. And we're going to go around. And I know it's going to overlap. We're going to do something for that. And I'm laying that down. Oh, stay. And we really need to focus just on this part right here. So that's the part I care about. So we're not going to worry about the other part. And we are going to, I should have gotten my tweezers. Oh, perfect. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mask, wait. Oh, what just happened? Oh, that's right. So we want that to line up right there perfectly, right? So we're just going to put a piece of cardstock below us because we're going to ink a little bit more than that, right? So we're going to ink this baby up and we are going to stamp this and hold our breath at the same time. Ready? Let's line that up and stamp. Shut up. That was amazing. I've never been so happy in my life. Hang on. I now want to do this because I got to add a little bit more to right here to get it to go off the page. Oh, whoa! Oh my word. I'm so happy right now. Now, so that's what we got there. And that is our little street striping. And we're going to put this on our card base. Where did my card be? Here it is. So let's make some room because this is going crazy. Again, those of you just joining us, this is now available on our website. It is an online class. So January 10th, we will all get together and we can make these, not this one. This is not part of the products I'm using are part of the class, but we're going to make different cards. Okay.
You meant June 10th, right?
Oh, what did I say?
I think you said January.
Oh, yeah. June 10th. Sorry, guys. June 10th. And we are going to have a party that night and we're all going to be there. Anybody that buys a class, and we're going to have tons of fun. So I'm laying this down. And the first thing I'm thinking is, woo, that's a lot of blue. But look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Look at my cute little guy. I'm going to put him over here so there's room. Now, look how he sits. You guys, shut up. Look at that. Look at that. Look how he sits on his little scooter. So I could do just the scooter, or you put him behind, and look how he sits on it so perfectly. Shelly, you're too sweet, honey. You're too sweet. So there we go. Isn't that adorable? Now, what we're going to do is we need a big something there, right? This would also look good really with a sun, but it'll take me too long to look for a sun. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive to the back of this. Gently put scrap paper under you and add adhesive. And we are going to, again, kind of layer that a little bit. Don't push down yet. Don't push down. Want to make sure we're all good. Let's move him over a little bit. He doesn't need to be completely off the side. Look how cute oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we're going to add this and, we need to, do a chat contest, and our chat contest is, regarding, oh gosh, we got to pick up his hands. Ramona, the Enjoy the Ride comes in the cardstock pack. It comes in the cardstock pack for this class. It's not mandatory, but you might want it. And what we're going to do is look at how I lifted up his little hand. Can they see that? Can they see how I lifted up his little hand? I'm going to lift up his little hand so the handlebar goes behind it because we need to be like, of course, every time doggies do it that way, they hold on to the handlebars. Oh my goodness. I'm dying. Now, we need something over here, right? And, my chat contest question for tonight. Everyone gets a chance to enter. You are going to, can you go to one? You are going to enter in the chat, and you're just going to answer in the chat. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you're going to enter in the chat. The good news is all of your comments from everywhere where you comment are going to be uploaded to one screen for Ken and Stephanie, but for Ken, and he's going to see everybody's entries, okay? Don't worry, he's going to see everybody's. Now, my question to you is, we're talking all about the dogs tonight, but out of all the pets, so you cannot say camel because a camel is not a pet, right? Camels are not pets. Mooses. Is it mooses or meese? What? It's geese. How do you say mooses? Kenny?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's geese. Goose, geese. It's not meese. Okay, whatever. That's going to keep me up at night. Now, I want you to put in the chat, what is your favorite pet? Or if you could have a pet that was really a pet, what would it be? Moose only, Daisy Girl said. Okay. Moose is plural? Oh, that's English. Can you imagine trying to learn English as an adult? Moose, goose, geese, moose. Makes no sense. I want you to add in the chat, what is your favorite animal that you could have as a pet? No camels, no mooses, no moose, no bird would work, bird. No sea turtles, no dolphins. Those are my favorite animals. No elephants. And where'd my stamp set go? Oh, yeah, you guys. I don't know about you, but if you lose stuff as much as I do, what are we going to do? Let's see. Scoot, scoot, hooray. Don't look back. That's not where you're going. Oh, whoa, wait. Oh, that's almost fits. Oh, that almost fits. We're not going to do that one. So everybody's going to enter in the chat what their favorite pet is for a chance to win a gift certificate to our website. Unfortunately, you won't get it tonight because Faylene, once she's done chatting, she's going home. So she'll probably get it to you tomorrow. So heads up. Okay, where is the beep? Where's my, okay. I'm going to use the die that comes in the kit that just says beep, beep, but I'm just going to do one beep. Sometimes you just want one beep, right? So I'm going to just use one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get adhesive that adhesive back, cardstock. I need to introduce red. I have no red on this practically, except his little shorts. So I'm going to grab red because we want to make sure that we're using all the colors that our little doggy is. And I'm going to find the smallest scrap I have that has adhesive on the back. These are my special scraps, not my big scraps, my special scraps that have adhesive on the back, right? And I'm going to get that little beep. And now I'm kind of thinking I want to do beep, beep. But I don't want to do the shadow because I don't want it to be long. I want it to be on top of each other. So I'm just going to do it this way. And we're going to lay that down and we're going to run this through. Kenny, are you seeing any animals that I would be surprised to see?
Let me look.
Okay, he's going to look, guys. And let's move over here. So we have the adhesive on the back. Ding, ding, ding. And I'm almost thinking, hang on. Go ahead, Kenny.
Mostly cats and dogs. I did see a tortoise on there. Yeah.
A tortoise. I love my tortie. Yeah. I was just talking about Yubi today. I miss my tortie.
Billy goat, crocodile. That's pretty crazy.
No. Who said that? Was that
Monkey.
Nancy? Who?
Yeah.
Nancy, you're not allowed to have a crocodile. That wouldn't count.
Pet rock.
Pet rock. Oh my gosh. That would be Ken's favorite. You guys, a pet rock would be Kenny's because he did.
Pig, guinea pig.
Yeah. Oh
fish,
my
hermit
gosh.
crabs.
Okay. Here's an example of my life before. So Kenny, let's go to 3. Here is an example of my life before. I designed this. I don't know where that came from. I designed this set when the twins turned 1. We used all of these dies for their first birthday. But look, all these dies that I cut out that I didn't use, they're getting ruined in this original envelope. Look at all these dies I had, all done. I'm so worried about them because they're not in their a new kangaroo pocket. This is why I designed the kangaroo pockets. This was the reason. So now, and I have a couple sets in here of dies, so that doesn't help either. But all of these pieces are getting ruined because they're not safe. So now they're going to be safe. And that is the reason why I did that. Now, you guys, so remember I said I wanted a sun, but I didn't know if I could find a sun. Oh, shut up. Look at that. I'm going to do this. Here we go. So what we're going to do first, we're going to get our beep beep on there. This is just turning out better and better every time I turn around. And let's see if we can get that off really quick. Okay, so Kenny's going to pick some winners. Everybody make sure you're entering for a chance to win. Also, again, if you're watching this on the replay, please type replay so we know. We like to see when people have watched it. It makes us feel good inside. And here we go. We're going to add this one. And there we go. Beep, 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 beep. We're going to add, oh, look how cute this is. Oh, look how cute. Okay, so I could do this. Watch this. Hang on. So I could do this right there. That was my original intention. Beep, beep. But, you know, it's kind of like heavy on the bees, right? That's a lot of bees on that one section. So what if I went like this? Beep, beep. So in a way, it's like the words are moving. So in a way, it's like, it's kind of going like, because the scooter's moving, right? So why don't I make my words move a little bit? There we go. Now, remember this has adhesive on the back, but that red needs to touch the cardstock on the back, right? It needs to touch this. So I'm burnishing it just with my fingernail, just to make sure it's all touching. Now, here comes the sun. This is why you use your kangaroo pockets, you guys, because I don't even have to cut the sun. I already have a sun done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this and I'm going to die because I don't want the whole enchilada on there, right? So I'm going to add, oh, wait, does this have adhesive on the back? Oh, this just changed my life. Look at that. Look at that. So my past Stephanie, or my current Stephanie is saying thanks to my past Stephanie for having this in there, right? Let's get all the pieces off. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to decide what part of the sun is our favorite. And, oh gosh, I love that one right there. So we're going to press. Now, we're going to flip this over. Watch this. We're going to flip this over. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our scissors. And to trim this, what we're going to do is we're going to use the edge of the card. So my scissors are right here. Hang on, you can't see that. Let me get a color. There we go. Edge of the card. I'm going to use that as my guide, and I'm just cutting. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Yes, you could take it to your trimmer. I trust this way more. I like doing it this way. And don't do little scissors. Don't go snip, snip, snip. No. You do it one clean swoop. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Now, oh, shush. You guys, can you fix the comments for me, please? You guys, look. Oh, here's another one for you guys. I'm sorry I keep talking about the kangaroo pockets, but you guys are going to fall in love with them just as much as I do because they keep everything safe. All your work that you did before is now safe. Look at this card. Beep, 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 beep. Isn't that awesome? I love that. And this is so fun. So now remember, this comes with the little scooters. It also comes with the folded size, right? This is A2 size. Here it is on an A2 card base. This is a stand-up. Look how cute that is. So perfect. Also will fit, again, don't forget, also will fit on a 5x7 card. Look at how cute that scooter is. And on an A2. Oh, pink! Oh my gosh, I need a pink scooter. Kenny, I want a pink scooter for my birthday. There we go. Isn't that cute? I love that. Nancy says that beep beep would look cute on a cloud. Absolutely. It definitely would. Look at the little swirl, you guys, that I did with this stamp. I love that. And it just adds more movement to the card. Now I could add a background right here in the die, but we're running out of time. So I want to just stop right there. Also, I could add my personalized stamp. And I have a new one actually, but where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I thought it was like right here. There it is. And this is for one of the boys. So this personalized stamp I had made just says love Nana, because yeah, that's it. Love Nana. And again, when you get a personalized stamp, oftentimes you'll need to trim around it because it has extra backing. Don't be afraid. It's not scary. Boom, done. Let's cut that piece a little bit right there. Brand new. And we're going to get our block. Kenny's going to pick some winners. So I hope you've all entered. Please also make sure you give us a like, a share, a subscribe, all that good stuff, a heart, because the more we get, the more prizes we give away. Did you just see what I did? I didn't want it to be so black. So I did second generation stamping. I inked it. I stamped once on scratch paper, second time on the blue, and boom, there we go. So let's go back to 2. Here we go. That is my finished card. There we go. Beep, beep. Look how cute that is. On the back, it says, love Nana, love Nana. There we go. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here. Ivy had a pig. Wow. Lynn says the scooter will be good on the center of any step-up card, I think. Yes, especially the one I got on HSN. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Kenny, do you have some winners to announce?
Yes, we have 2 winners tonight. Our first winner is from YouTube. She wants a parakeet. It's Crafty Myrna. And then our second winner is from YouTube, and she wants a kitty. It's Linda Ware.
Yay.
So 2 winners tonight. Congratulations,
Yay.
both of you. What do they get again?
You are going to email Faylene. Do you want to go to one? You are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com, and she will get that out to you in a day or so. Somebody said I need a Nana stamp. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I know somebody that likes stamps. As long as it's not a bad word, I'll do it. So check out the website. Also, you could always use it. A lot of times people will get a new personalized stamp when they're trying to get to $100 to get the free shipping in the United States after all discounts. And they'll add a personalized stamp to get them over that threshold. And it's just a fun way to get, it's like a little gift to yourself because it's a new personalized stamp. So there we go. That is the brand new class, Scooter Dogs. And I'm sure the name is cuter than what I keep calling it, Scooter Dogs. What is the real name?
I think that's what it is.
Is it really that? You guys, sometimes when I do names, it just doesn't, it doesn't translate. Scooter Dogs. There you go. A live online class by yours truly. So any questions, my loves? Now's a great time to ask questions. Crafty Myrna says, thank you. You're welcome, my love. I'm so excited about this class, you guys. And I'm hoping as many people as possible can join. It is limited edition. Once it's gone, it's gone. But you don't have to be present to watch the class. So if you can't make it on June 10th, that's okay. It will be recorded and you will still be entered into all the drawings that night. Let's see. Yes, congratulations to the winners. Now Stephanie spends a couple seconds putting everything back together, right? So I should be putting these on a new magnet, but I have a mess here to clean up. Let's see. Any questions anybody has? Will you be coming out with vertical kangaroo pockets? As of right this second, the 6x6, yes. 6x6, yes. For the stencils, probably not. Probably not. Do I know what time on June 10th? 99% of the time, anything we do at nighttime is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We used to do it at a different time, but you know what? We would get so confused. A money holder die. Actually, Shauna, we don't have a money holder die. We could easily do one of those. When is the class? The class is June 10th. So we used to do it we used to do our classes at 6. I don't know, a different time than 5. Everyone got confused. I would get confused. I don't know what time it goes. I don't know. So 99% of the time, sometimes I'll do a live that's a different time. But 99% of the time, if it's at night, it's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hi, Carol. I'm glad your surgery, it sounds like Kenny said your surgery went well. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see. Any other questions? Barbara says, please pray for my hubby. The doctor's struggling with getting my hubby's blood pressure right. Oh, honey, Barbara. Yeah, that's kind of part of the issue my dad had. So they'll get it. But yes, absolutely. Kenny wrote it down. Gloria wants to know, when will the awesome magnets be back on the site? They will be back on the site in roughly 45 days. I was surprised we sold out. HSN does have them in stock right now, and it's roughly about the same price. So if you just get, yes, Cindy, we already, Kenny, can you tell announce the winners again? For the
yes, the winners are Crafty Myrna and Linda Ware, both on YouTube.
Yay. So when will they be back in stock? Probably about 45 days is my estimate, but HSN does have them. Please make sure you are getting HSN emails. A lot of times they'll send out free shipping, or they'll send out $10 off, or they'll send out who knows, right? So make sure you're doing that. Missy says, do you know when the items will get out of customs? Nope. It's been a month now. Good times. I've actually gotten involved some, a friend of a friend, a friend's friend works kind of high up at UPS, not too high, but somewhat. And they're trying to get involved to see, but it's the government. So they're not in any rush. I mean, because they don't care. Well, which they shouldn't. They don't care. They're doing their job. They're doing it. They're doing their job. But you know, I mean, yeah. So, Manny wants to know where the sun came from. I believe the sun would have come from search sun first of all on the website. That might help. But you could also search rainbow or cloud. I think it came in. This one's an old one. This is like 4 years old. So can you search sun and see what comes up?
Yeah.
Can I look? But I usually, when I go to our website, I'll just search. Let's see. Okay, that's the 5x7 one. So that's a bigger one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh. Oh, there it is. There's only how many left? What's that say? 8. There's only 8 left. It's called Party Suns Die Set. So you get 2 suns and a whole bunch of circles to go with it. There's only 8 left. Probably shouldn't have shown it to you. Oh, let's see. Hi, Shadow Mixes. Hello. I don't know if I recognize your name. It's nice to see you. Again, you guys watch this. Fail. Time to change. Time to change. We got the new one right here. We got the new one right here. We're going to just change it right now because you know I'm putting this one somewhere else. Okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Sonia says, Stephanie, you honestly have the best. I think you said dies. Thank you. I think you did. I wasn't sure. Don
Young and Don W. I wrote you guys down so you know.
Okay. Kenny got it. He's been right. That's why he was quiet. He's been writing everything down. When will the Fold It Club be announced? Kenny thinks that we're going to be doing a surprise live tomorrow night, but I guess technically I just told you. So, yeah, I'll probably jump on tomorrow night to show you the newest Fold It. If you want the bird in the nest, like today is tomorrow is the last day to get the bird in the nest. It doesn't go on the website. It's like gone. It flies away. Oh, pun intended. It flies away. So if you want the bird in the nest, last call, really, right? I love the new Fold It that's coming up because actually the stencil one of the stencils that's in it is probably top 5 of my stencils. It's like, oh, glorious. Also, it is extremely versatile. Extremely, like more than normal, is what I'm saying. But yeah, okay. Let's see. When will the next No Makeup Monday be aired on? Monday. Oh, which time of day? Okay, here's the deal with Shadow Mixes. I'm not very good at having real time for my No Makeup Mondays. I do my absolute best to make sure it's 10:15 Pacific time, but in here is just like, woo. So I do really try hard. Like what I usually do is like at 9:40, I jump in the shower and I try to take a shower really fast. And so, but I really try for 10:15 Pacific time. Kenny might be my special guest on Mondays because Monday is a holiday. Monday is a holiday, a very important holiday for all of our armed forces. Very important holiday. Okay, last call. When will I be going live tomorrow? Roughly 5 p.m. Pacific. That's a little different because we'll have the boys here. So it might go a little earlier because we're supposed to take them home at 5. How come everything in my life happens at 5 o'clock? I don't know. So I don't know how to figure it out. So we'll figure that out. I don't know about Katie size kangaroo pockets. Haven't gotten that far yet, my love. Haven't gotten that far. Oh, Shadow Mixer says, oh, and by the way, on your previews live stream, You called me a she. I'm sorry, but I'm actually a boy. I'm sorry, my love, Shadow Mixes. It doesn't show. I can't see your picture, so it doesn't show. But welcome. I'm excited you're here. Yay. Yay. We need more guys. Russ and Jeffrey are going, yay, we need more guys. So yay. I'm glad you're here. And thank you for telling me. Thank you. My friends, it is time for me to go. It's time for me to go. But telling you now, the online class is on the website. The online class is on the website. It is on flash sale. It is limited edition. Just a heads up. Tomorrow night, the Fold It Club is being released. Yay. And yes, Ruth Debbie says, happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. Yes, absolutely. Happy Memorial Day. Please take a minute this weekend to remember what Memorial Day really is all about. Okay. It's a very special day. My friends. Oh, Debbie Ann wants to know when is my BFF coming over? She was here yesterday, Debbie Ann. My BFF was here yesterday. We got a lot done. Let me tell you, we got a lot done. So, which is good. There's already a lot done, but we got more done. So, yay. Okay, my friends, have a great night. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I will see you live for a couple minutes tomorrow night to show you the new Flip It, Fold It, and have a great night. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.